Hi everyone, hope you are doing well. So in this video we will create a bottom navigation bar. So if you see at the bottom we have this image and text label. Now we can see how we can create this UI in the Compose. If you follow my channel, so you are aware that we are creating this UI where we have this toolbar content. So now we will add a bottom navigation bar. To add a bottom navigation bar, we need to use bottom bar, and here we need to pass a content. Now in the navigation bar, need to add a navigation bar items. So we will add navigation bar items. So here we need to define the state, like if it is selected or not. So we will keep it empty for now. And what will happen on the click? So we can remove this to do. And for icon, we can add an icon here. So just add an icon. And it will be a vector resource. So we will use image vector. So first one we can say home. Content description will be home. So now we can mark it false. So this will be the first navigation bar item. Now let's say you want to add a label here, so we can do the same. Just on this navigation bar item, add one more property here, label. Now in the label, define a text. Our text will be home. So if you see here, we can see our home icon and we can see the label as well. So if you want to see how it look when the item is selected, so just mark it as true. So if you see when the item got selected, then we will have this background. We will add more items. So just copy and duplicate the line. Just press Command D to duplicate. Okay, now this element will not be selected, and this will also be not selected. Now we can change the icon for this one. Let's say we can add this profile, and text will be profile. Or we can change it to setting, call it settings, and this will also be settings. Currently we are just selecting as a boolean variable, so instead of this boolean variable, we can pick the value from the state. Okay, so now in the state defined here where selected item, by remember we can make it as integer type, mutable, in state of default will be 0. Okay, now here we will add a condition. If selected item equals to 0, then it will be selected, and for this one selected item, if this is 1, and when this is 2. Now whenever we click on this navigation bar item, we need to update its value to 0, and for this one we need to update its value by 1, and for this one we need to update its value by 2. Okay, now let's see. Okay, now you can see by default the home is selected because we have added a condition if selected is 0 and default value for selection is 0, so it appears as selected. Now I click on profiles, so now profile got selected and home got unselected. Similar way for settings. Okay, now let's say you want to change the background of this bar. Okay, so we will just go to this navigation bar and we can change the color from here. So container color, so you can pick any color. So I will just pick a value, random value from here. Let's say it will be black. So we can just verify here. So if you see, the container color is changed to black. Now let's say you want to change navigation bar item color. Okay, so we will go to navigation bar, and here we can define a color. So if you see, this color should be navigation bar item colors. Okay, so we will just pick a default value here, navigation bar item defaults dot, we need to use a color property. We will do colors. Now in this colors attribute, we need to define the selected color and unselected color. Okay, so we will say selected icon color will be color dot red. So if you see, the color got changed. Similar way, we can set selected text color is equal to color dot red. So you can notice the color also got changed. And if you want to change the indicator color also, we can change indicator color as well. Indicator color, and we can mark it as color dot white. Okay, so now you can see the indicator color got changed. So this will happen whenever the state got changed. So instead of defining this color here, we can move it outside and save it into variable navigation item colors, this one, and we can directly use this attribute to this one. Similar way for this one, and similar for this one. Now if you see, profile color got changed, and I click on setting, the setting color got changed. If you want to define the unselected color, so we can define unselected color as well. Let's say unselected icon color is equal to color dot green, and unselected text color is equal to color dot green. Okay, now just reload. Now you can see unselected color have a green color, selected color are red. Okay, so this way we can create our navigation item colors. So that much for this video. In the next video, we will see bottom bar, which is something similar to navigation bar. Stay tuned for further updates.